Well, good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of the City of Batavia and the Batavia Chamber of Commerce and the Batavia Main Street, we are honored this afternoon to be here to participate in the new life being pumped into the old Blaine Street School. And we have Chris and Matt Winkle and Blaine and Sons to thank for this terrific job, which really is going to be a pride of Batavia. This building, so I am told, has been here since 1911. Does that sound right?
1907.
1907. And what was interesting about it is that several times over the years when it was here, the school board had some debates about what its name should be. Because as it was pointed out on repeated occasions, the front door of this place opens up on Jefferson Street. And who was Blaine? Well, there was a political character in Illinois or in national government about the turn of the last century, and there was some supposition that somebody named this street after this guy, and I think he was a Democrat, and the Republicans in town didn't like it, and so we were wondering why they named the street number one, but why did he get the school? Because there was no other Blaines around to be found, so I am told. So that was the kind of the great debate. So the day they officially closed the building, I was here covering the event as the local newspaper reporter, and the then superintendent of schools made a joke about how this was the misnamed school because it should have been the Jefferson Street School, and in honor of Thomas Jefferson Street, or Thomas Jefferson, who was a much better known political figure in U.S. history than Mr. Blaine was. So anyway, it is what it is, and we're very proud and honored. Batavia's thrilled, and I know this neighborhood is, because they've called me before about what it was getting to be before you guys did your magic here. And Mike Spillane was the hero of the neighborhood and the hero of our time down here, because the first thing you guys did was get rid of the white paint, this was an experiment for painters to learn how to paint brick. And so this thing, I don't know how many coats of paint it had on it, and some of the walls inside had multiple coats of paint on it. And so there was a lot of things that needed to be dealt with, corrections and environmental sensitivities, that you've overcome all of them. So this truly is, and no kidding aside, this is a great, fabulous addition to this neighborhood and to the southwest side of Batavia. So thank you for doing it, and I'm sure this will be standing here another 100 years. And you'll have a lot of families that will be very proud to say that they live in the old Blaine Street School. So thank you for what you did. This is, I think, a great example of what private initiative and private investment and talented construction hands can do to really make something in Batavia shine. And in this case, you brought it back from the dead, quite literally, and made it a very live and vibrant building. So thrills all the way around. So thank you to all of you who are involved in this. So with that being said, you want to put your hand on my with the scissors here? And we'll do this.
I'm just right here. Go ahead.
Okay, we do this real slowly so we can take some pictures. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, we're gonna have to do 3. It's a scissor reel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't get near it. I'll cut your finger.
That's how you lose a finger.
There we go.
There you go.
1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like to say something about? Tell us about the bill.
No.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about it.
Tell us a story about what?
About the building, what you've done.
Why did you want to do this? What made you think you wanted to do it?
Well, Chris approached us to do it, really. So, this project wouldn't have happened without her and her family. So we were just the conduit to make it happen, and lucky enough they chose us to bring it back to life. So, we're excited. This is something that we'd like to give back to the community in any way that we can. It was neat to be able to work in your hometown that you lived in for a long time. So, yeah.
I want to say about,
Please.
It was a leap of faith to buy this building, and it was an act of God that I found a great guy to do the work, because this would not have, there's no way I would have lost my mind over and over again, and I'm sure I drove him crazy through the whole thing, but you can do these things if you trust the guy that you're working with, and he's an upstanding businessman that's going to do what he says, and I just thank God that it was that seamless. So thank you very much. Yeah.
And we're here on December 15th, 10 days before Christmas. And we think this is one of the grander Christmas presents Batavia's gotten this year. So thank you very much for all you did here. So
Thank you.
best wishes.